more than we'd like to admit. But skill is a dangerous trap. Here's the problem. All right, welcome everybody. I really appreciate taking your time to be here. For some people, it's really very early. We really appreciate you. Thank you for making that time to be here. Um, we appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so let's get into it. This is a new week, and as it says, it's a blessed day indeed for us, so, and a blessed week. So let's look forward to doing very productive work in our trading, in our business, and all that concerns us. Okay, so let's get into it. So we like to ask 3 questions every time when we come to the chat before we take any trade. Don't mind my mouse is just acting up these days. Okay, so let's get into it. So it's so the first question is, what did price do overnight? So every time, before we even take any trade, we want to have a sense of direction, right? And to help us get that sense of direction, we want to follow a particular pattern every time we come to the chart, because the markets will honor those who follow, a consistent process. That is what the market will honor, and that is what the market will. That is when the market will give you those profits you're looking for. When you follow a particular process and you repeat that same process over and over and over again, right? As long as that process has an edge, that is all you need. Okay. So first question: what did market do overnight? Next question: where is price now? And then the third question, what must I see price do before I execute a trade? Right? What did price do before I execute a trade? Those are very important questions you must ask yourself, whether you're using my strategy or not. It doesn't matter. Whatever process you're using, just make sure you have a repeatable process that you can use to gain profits from the market. Okay, there will be occasional losses here and there, but overall, when you look at it in bigger picture, you will be on top. Okay, so let's get into this. So let's see what the market has done overnight. So first question. So this is gold on 30 minutes chart. So what did market do overnight? You can see it, right? We're responding to the market, right? We're not predicting what the market is doing. All we're doing is we're responding to the market every time we get to the chart. So what did market do overnight? So we've seen that market started from here, came down here, went back up, right? Came back down and broke structure right there. Okay, broke structure and came all the way down to that lows there. So we have a break of structure right here. So what is your expectation when you see a break of structure? Right, let me put break of structure there, break of structure to the downside. So what is your expectation? So we remember as well that when market is trending downwards, right? When it's trending downwards, we have a series of lower lows, lower highs, a series of lower lows, lower highs, like that. Okay, so now market has broken structure there. What do we expect? We expect a pullback. And is this not a pullback? Yes, this is a pullback, right? And where do we expect this pullback to get? As long as this pullback, let me see my mouse. Okay, as long as this pullback does not break this last lower high, we are good to go, right? So we apply that same principle to our chart. Okay, so now price has pulled back, or price is pulling back. Okay, and we want to see some sort of rejection candle somewhere there, as long as it does not break. So the question is, where is my last valid range between these lows here, the lowest level here, okay, and this highs here? So it's just like saying, your lowest level here and the last level there, where price started turning from, that is your last valid range. So in here, this is your lowest level, this is your last opposite candle, this is the last opposite candle that caused price to move down. Okay, so, and it's within that valid range. So this is your last valid range. So your valid range, you can take your sales anywhere between these levels here and the highs there. So you put your stop loss there, and then you're expecting price to come back down at least to this level, and then maybe continue downwards like that. Okay. So right now we've had the break of structures, and then we're looking for price to push down. Okay. Will it always do that? It may not always do that, but that is the process. So we're following this process, this price pattern. That is what we're looking for. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs when it's trending downwards. And then if it's trending upwards, we're looking for higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Right. That is all we're looking for. Okay. So let's get to the next chart. Pound yen, yes. GBP, JPY. Now, question, what did price do overnight? I'm sure by now you know what price did overnight. You can see, you can chorus this. So it goes up, comes back down. We have a nice break of structure. In fact, even right here, it had a break of structure there. So here now, you have another nice break of structure. In fact, if you're at your charts just before we started, this would have been a nice buy because this was a nice pullback, right? And then it's going up. So in fact, this gives us a nice example of the opposite direction. So we see price make higher highs, higher lows. So we're just following this pattern. So we have a break of structure right there, and then price has pulled back, and then it's going back up. So what do we expect, right? If you enter right here, you're good to go. You put your stop loss. Where's your last valid range? When you look from the highest candle, from the highest candle that gave the highest level there. Okay, when you look at that and you look backwards, where's your last opposite candle? Is right here. So our line in the sand is right here. Okay, that's our line in the sand. So we expect price to continue moving up or to start moving up. Well, just continue it's moving up because it's done a break of structure there. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is Euro Yen. What did price do overnight? Again, see very nice break of structure there, right? It pushes up, pulls back down, pushes up again. Another nice break of structure there, okay? And it's pulled back down. And then what do we expect? We expect it to continue going up, okay? So it's in a nice trend upwards. That is all we can see. Where is our last valid range? Our last valid range is between these highs here and these lows here. Okay, so we'll put that. This is the last zone where price got to before it pushed up. Okay, so and our break of structures was right there. So this is the last zone. So if price, so we're in a buy right now. So if price comes back down and breaks below these lows, then it is no longer a valid buy. It has changed direction. Okay, so right now we're looking for it to go up. Okay, let's move faster. This is pound Aussie. Okay, so pound Aussie is giving us a nice move downwards, right? It started from somewhere here, moved up, came all the way back down, broke structure, right? Pulled back, and it's broken structure again right there. Okay, it's pulled back down. So this is the lowest level. What do you expect? You expect it to pull back. Okay, as long as it does not break this zone where price pushed down from the last break of structure. Okay, so it will pull back to a certain level, and then we expect it to continue to go down. Okay, so as long as it does not break above this level. So for those who will be trading pound Aussie, that will be a nice setup for you. Euro USD. Now you can see this one, right? It's just looking at it for me, looking at it 2 seconds, this is ranging for me, right? This is a ranging market. You can see all the other pairs that we looked at. It was giving us a nice trend. You can see it happening. You can see that nice trend happening, higher highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs, depending on that on the chart. Okay, this one, as soon as you just get to it, you can see it by default. It is ranging. Okay, so this is ranging for my liking. So I would like to see a breakout in this situation, right? So that is what I would like to see. Let it break to the top, and then we go up, or let it break to the downside, and then we'll go further down with it. Okay, so we're looking for price to do one of those things. Okay, let's look at the next pair. For those who will be trading Pound USD. Oh, this one too is the same thing, right? This is the same thing. Very nice rangy market here. We can't see a trend. Nothing here. There's nothing to see here. Okay. We just want to see, just similar to Euro USD, want to see a break and then it continues going up, or want to see it go down. So if you are trading pound USD, that would be a nice setup for you. Just wait for that break. USD yen. Wow, this is very nice. You can see this happening, right? You see a nice break of structure right there, right on this big candle, and then it pulls back down, and then it goes back up, pulls back down, and then it's so this was a nice pullback to enter for a buy, right? And it's now going up. Okay, so we expect price to push down again, perhaps, and then continue going up. So this is in a trend. Where is our line in the sand? Our last valid range, when you look backwards from that last break of structure, is right here. Okay, very nice and simple. So just keep following your process over and over and over and over again. Okay, and that is all. Do we have any questions? Lovely. So thank you also for coming. We appreciate you. I know some people are at work now, so thank you for making our time to be here. We will be back for the New York session. Okay, so do have a good trading time. So we'll see you later in the afternoon. Thank you.